Really interesting price action movements that we've seen this year is the S&P 500. As is often the case, the market is overly bullish about 2024. Analysts are now forecasting about 11.6% earnings growth for the S&P 500, and the average analyst is predicting a price target of the index to be around 5,029. This all suggests that the index will gain about 10% and make new all-time highs in the next 12 months. Others, however, see a more challenging macro backdrop is anticipated for equity markets in 2024, and believe that the S&P 500 could experience its worst crash since 2008.
As far as the S&P 500, obviously ending near all-time highs or going to all-time highs, depending on which particular way you want to look at it, it's hard to argue with that, right? I mean, how could we say that anybody would be bearish going into 2024? But we also know that a lot of this rally has been in the anticipation, if you look at something like Goldman Sachs, who says 5 times the Fed will actually cut interest rates. So a lot of this is on the anticipation, A, that inflation is over, and B, that the Fed will be more dovish. So that's where the charts can be extremely helpful. And I really, really like this 4,600 level as my major pivotal level. So basically, I would say very simply, if we stay above 4,600, you have to have kind of a bullish bias. I've seen predictions for 5,000, 5,100. Surely that's the case. But if we get back under that 4,600 level, then I would start to think that we're going to be in for a more serious correction, and it could be for any of the reasons that I have just spelled out in terms of the dangers that still lurk out there, even in our you only live once environment.